Hello, people of the internet. It is I, Soulrack Dragon, here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today, well, it's gonna be some chill interlude time and maybe do some anniversary stuff. I don't know. But before I begin, please be sure, if you are watching this on the YouTube, to like the video if you like what you see, subscribe to my channel so you can catch when more videos come out. Join the Discord down below. I do chat there. I am making sure it is more active now. And follow me on Twitch so you know when I go live. But with all that said, let's go. But yeah, I did see your post in the Discord, Infinity Lord. Congrats on getting 10-10-10 Arcoid. Or I honestly have no idea how to pronounce her name. Arcuid is kind of what it phonetically looks like, but I'm probably butchering her name, as I often do. Hey, Janice, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Alright, so before I jump into any of the stuff here, I do have present box to claim. I completely didn't realize I had 10 Star Users teapots. That's good for bonds. Definitely get some more obsidian blades. Login. Maintenance. Oh, that must be the extended maintenance, because they added another, what, 5 minutes on to the maintenance after anniversary? That's what I'm guessing this is. That looks to be pretty much everything here, outside of the numerous amount of foes that I have. Good lord, I've got a lot of foes. I need to start going through those. And let's claim our 8th anniversary celebration. See, we updated the roadmap. I will be having to check the news then, it seems. Level up Ash, level up Nito Alter, or level up Summer Scotty. I kind of think it depends, Infinity Lord, dependent on what servants you primarily use. Summer Scotty is an excellent quick support, like, amazingly good quick, and she's not too bad at Buster either. I don't know enough about Ash or Berserker Castoria, though, to say if they outperform. And Nito Burrito Alter is a pretty solid servant, so she would not be a bad choice either. Alright, so 10 friend points when you use as support. Congratulations to the English version of Fate Grand Order for reaching its 8th anniversary. With this brief respite as motivation, let's continue down the road to the unknown. Here's to 8 years and new meetings. Alright. And then there was a mention of the news. So, Roadmap 2025. Alright. So, the roadmap, mid-July, Servant Summerfest. So, yep, I kind of figure this is going to be coming out within the next week and a half or so, is my guess for Summerfest. That's definitely a time crunch to get some courts built up, but, you know, no guts, no glory. Early September, the Great Spirits World Tour around the world with esteemed spirits. So it contains spoilers for Tunguska, but only requires Singularity F. The Great Spirits World Tour. I have no idea who that might be. A Grail Front, okay. Castle of Shining Dawn, Castle of Shadowed Dusk, and it requires LB1 to complete. So, another Grail Front. Those are always fun and interesting. Okay. Late November. Full speed ahead. Kawana Kajima. 24 hours. Oh, I did not even see Guda Guda there. Good lord. The Guda Guda was so just off to the side, I did not even see that. Guda Guda Super Goryokaku. Deadlier than M51. Oh, that's certainly a Guda Guda title, isn't it? Trying to think. So based on the title, it sounds like it's gonna be a more fun, relaxed one. Which makes sense, because the most recent Gouda Gouda event was EO's, and that was pretty serious. Was it EO? Or was it, yeah, it was EO, because what's-his-face, Mr. Inventor Man, was not a Gouda Gouda event. He was like a... Was he the White Day event, I think? Possibly? I don't know. Late December, so we got a Christmas event. Merry Christmas in the Snowy Field 2025. 7 days / 8 years Snow Carol. I see a dolphin. And you need to have completed Trom. It was EO? Gotcha. Okay. Beyond that, though, the other things that have been happening have been some... Not this. Have been some rank-up quests. So go back. So the rank-up quests that have been unveiled so far have been... Dun dun. Dun dun. Salter! I was wondering why that was at top, because I have started to do some rank-up quests. Because I need the quartz. So Salter's Mana Burst will turn into Mana Burst Wrath. It currently is only a Buster card boost for one turn, and it'll turn to a 3x 3 turn NP gauge when attacking with busters, and did they just give her Koyan's buster skill? Did they literally just give her Koyan's buster skill on her own Mana Burst? Because that's kind of feeling what it's like here. Good lord. Jaguar Warriors. Cooldown is dropped tremendously, and it also gains the effects of changing the field to forest, as well as a bunch of stars. Bradamonte Angelica Cathay is evolved from Magecraft removal. So rather than just removing debuff from an ally, it also increases an NP gauge and gives special attack and NP gain to yourself. Okay. Oh, lordy. William tells unwavering perseverance into the skill Perseverance leads to opportunity. A one-turn reduction in cooldown, and it's going from an Arts for 3 turns, Debuff Immune for 3 turns to... Apply marking for 3 turns to all enemies with the evade status, excluding statuses that cannot be removed, plus apply evade trap, a state that applies marking 3 turns to all enemies with the evade status at the end of a turn, excluding statuses that cannot be removed to all enemies without the marking status, 1 time for 5 turns. Marking is treated as a debuff and counts for the special attack evade in the effect of your Noble Phantasm added. Good lord, we're getting to Yu-Gi-Oh! Card levels of description texts here. And that's all we've sort of seen. 5-star Berserker, no idea. 2-star Caster, Hans, Chengong, Shakespeare? I think those are the only, Mozart? I think those are the only low-star casters I can think of. 5-star Lancer, no clue. 4-star Assassin, too many to count. Yeah, 5-star... Ooh, 5-star Foreigner. I mean, there is a lot of 5-star Foreigners, but... I don't know. Like, most of the Foreigners are 5 stars. I don't know who I want. If this 3-star Rider is a Medusa, I'd be happy. 5-star Archer, 4-star Saber. Okay. And then, I'm gonna go to the missions here. I've not done any of the limited time missions yet. Pencil that in for me to do at some point soon, mental status, because that is a free 20 Sync Quartz, and I need that Sync Quartz. But what I have done is I've done not 3, not 6, not 9, 12, 15, I've done 18 freaking advanced quests. I have 3 advanced quests remaining before I get all of the advanced quest boosts in my pocket. Those advanced quests are so freaking painful. But from 245 up to 299. That's good infusion of Saint Quartz right there. Real solid infusion. Alright. So, as for what's on the agenda for today, as by the stream title, I'm going to be doing some interludes. I might be doing these memorial quests. I don't know. There is a lot of them, it looks like. There's what? 2, 4, 6. There's 7 memorial quests, so that's 35. I'll find out. I do have the Ash trial quest, but again, that's later on. That's not present me's concerns. That's future me concerns. You protect 3-star raiders Manricarbro or Columbus. Yes, the advanced quests were a pain. I've only got 3 left, and they are... I'm gonna just go through this because I've done all the advanced quests. Yes, I will be leveling. I've done the advanced quests a lot of times, or at least I've tried to do some of them. This combat training program's highlights is a nightmare. Let me just say that. As is Dead Hazard, because all my DPS is dead by the time I make the final wave. And the other one is Book Stories Chaldea version. I did look up a guide for this, but the Draco that is in the guide is 10-10-10, so maybe... And she's a higher NP. Beyond that, though, that's also another painful one to do. But since I won't get another 9 quartz until I do all 3 of them, these are on the back burner now. You know, those are on the back burner as far as my concerns goes. Anyways, we have some interludes we're gonna do today. It does look like I have a Jack and a Jekyll interlude, at least. And then we'll be doing some other stuff as well. So, let's get down to business with Jack, with the interlude called Dozing Traumerei? Traumerei? I honestly have no idea how that's pronounced. We'll find out. Maybe. Probably not, though. You did Combat Training Extra 1. For Combat Training Extra 1, I think... So for most of those advanced quests, I leaned into the Morgan angle. Morgan, Koyan, Castoria, blasting. That did a lot of good jobs for me. For heaven's sake, catch me before I kill more. I cannot control myself. Words of a serial killer. An age of prosperity is upon us. The great United Kingdom has become the dominant world power thanks to its booming second industrial revolution. Like a broken record, technology continues to rapidly outpace itself. Money changes hands throughout the world, continuing to grow with every transaction. Some grow rich, some grow conceited, some prey on others, some go rotten, some steal and rob, and some simply look on and sneer. An age of darkness is upon us. The weak are eaten alive as the systems that govern lives keep spreading poverty. People continue to die one after another. Men, women, children, elderly, all of them dead. I did not know that was a German word. I don't speak German though, so that's not too surprising. In the end, only the rich survived, and they did so with glee. Smile. Keep a big, happy grin on your face. Live the happiest life you can. These ideas are simply common sense for most people, but not for those girls. Smile. We pray that we are blamed, punished, and redeemed. By the way, you there, yes, you. Haven't you known for a long time that she was broken beyond repair? Oh, we're actually being addressed. Exclamation point? Yep. Did we just get shanked? I think we just got shanked. Hang in there. Here. Breathe with this handkerchief. Amakusa. Yes, Master. We're in London now, and unfortunately this situation doesn't seem to be good. I wish we could just head back to Chaldea now that you're awake. But unfortunately, I get the distinct impression that there's something we need to do first. There must be a reason why we ended up here. Do you remember anything, Master? Thank you for the clip, Janice. No, I don't remember anything. Who are you again? Yeah. There, that's all the combat data we need. Great job, Jack. Aw, it's over already. No fair. We want to play more. Well, we could certainly always use more data. Would you be okay with that, Master? The ones you're doing are combat training program highlights, same. Welcome to the Dragon Saloon, Dead Hazard, Steam-Powered Ultra Analysis. Steam-Powered Ultra Analysis, I did just brute force that with my melt. She is 10-10-10, NP4, level 120. I threw a black grail on her, and just... I burned command spells as well, and I just went off NP-wise, and that got me through that. The Dragon Salon, that was a pain as well. I want to say I used Melt for that, too. No, I used a tank setup at first, so that way I could get all of the buffs that can be applied to her, because otherwise it was just a pain to do. And then I had a backup line of Melt and Double Scotty to just destroy, delete, kill. The Queen enforced stubbornly hones her tactics. I don't remember that one, though. Sure you can keep going, Jack? Sure, I'm sure. Okay then, just give me a second. Oh, and we want a different place too. You got it. Here, you can choose from these. Now where should we go? Huh? Where's Shinjuku? Shinjuku is an area in Tokyo, the capital city of a country called Japan. Let's go there then. It looks like fun. Understood, just give me a moment and I'll go ahead and change the location then. Also, let's also change the enemies to match, and... there you go. Oh, wow. It's so pretty here. We think we like it. Oh, yeah? It's rough and trashy, and perfect. We bet there's all sorts of dead people here, and unhappy people here. And... Jack? Huh? That's weird. That's really weird. We don't know this city. We're sure we've never been here before. So then, why do we understand it so well? Jack? Easy there, Jackie. No. We're not like that anymore. We're not. Oh no. We've got to go back. We've got to go back right now. Is that a high-density magical energy reaction? Master, get away from there. And hurry. Jack. Oh no. Jack. Okay, I have vague memories of that. I feel like I just Morgan blasted through it. And when you came to, you found yourself here, huh? Anyway, now I see. That's right, I remember too. I was planning to use the combat simulator right after. But then there was some kind of error right before I went to take my turn, and the next thing I knew, I was here. Whatever's going on, it sounds like Jack has something to do with it. Well, then I guess we'd better look for her. But first, we should take care of these guys. Let's get this combat simulation started, shall we? So, Amakusa. And I can't use my jack. Sadness. Tears. I've got a lot of extra servants that I need to burn still, because I'm lazy. Oh, so lazy. The same probably holds true for CEs, good gracious. Note to self, I need to get rid of stuff after this interlude, because I'm lazy. And then let's go lunch and tea. I do like the new update they did with regards to the bond. Yes, after Jekyll's interlude. I do like the new update they did with regards to how bond is gained. The only issue is that the front line of my party tends to just be DPS and support, you know? So it's not really that useful. Not when all of your starting members are already Bond 10. Or not starting members, but rather the support servers. Summer Scotty is the only not Bond 10 support server, I believe. And sadly, I'm not really focusing her bond up. I'm focusing on the waifu's bonds right now, which is why my primary squad for the Ordeal Call stuff, I did switch which one I'm doing. I'm no longer bullying Elichan. I'm now bullying the Opranichk. I'm bullying the Opranichk, and I'm doing it with Catskill. He's just sort of deleting them occasionally with double Castoria power. And I've got Melt and Devil Comet in the back line so that I can work towards Bond 14 for my Melt and work towards the Bond 10 for the Kamas. The main question I'm asking myself, though, is what am I going to do after I get Bond 10 on all the waifus? Should I start working on Bond 10 for some of the other servants? Or should I spend some of my many pots to work to getting higher bond levels for said waifus? I'm just unsure with myself at this point in time. I really don't know what to do. I mean, it kind of goes back to the whole issue I have of, do I want to use some of my 900 plus golden apples in order to, you know, gather some resources? I can't do that. But what if I need that many apples in the future, you know? I don't know what's going to be happening in the future. Maybe there's going to be some sort of event, and I'm going to regret it if I don't have the 900 plus golden apples, you know? I could easily regret it. That's what, so you're doing Bond Grail 1 right? Characters. Yeah. I mean, again, Catskill is not Bond 10 either, so he is getting some benefits from being on the front line for the Opranichk slaughtering, but... Yep, bot. Begone, bot! A bot that was literally created yesterday. Man, I'm getting hit with some bots that are really recently created lately. Kinda weird. Why'd the bots come after me so much? I do wonder. There's no point in using that skill on Okusa. Instead, what do you do with Overcharge on Okusa? I don't actually have you, so I don't know. The crit rate. And Scotty, special attack damage. We'll do NP2 Scotty attack, I guess. Yes, that is. Any teapots I've been getting have all been getting used on Bleach. speaking of which, I still have that one Bleach Earth quest that I have to do, that I've been saying I was gonna do on stream, but that I keep using all of my storm pods before, like, in the morning when I wake up, so I don't have them available on stream to use. I really have to remember that on, like, Monday when I stream at Geo again, that I need to not use one of my storm pods just so that I can get the frickin' final Bleached Earth quest done. It's the one with the super-powered fishman that I think I have a good strat to one-shot him, insta-kill with King Hassan. Essentially, I need to use, Actually, now that I think about it, with me having Morgan as well, and using her more actively, I do now realize that she has that overcharge on her end. So that could help. So, let me get up King Hassan here. Man, I love how I looked up... I remember how the initial translations called him King Hassan, and I looked him up, and now whenever I type in King Hassan, that is the default page that gets searched for me, rather than what his actual name is. I love that. I worry that it will clear out if I ever clear out my cookies on my laptop, though. We reached for the light, but always fall short. We reach for the darkness, only to find more than we can carry. Looking back now, the only memories we can recall involve pain and suffering. We wanted someone to help us. We just kept dying before we knew what happened. What was happening. We died like we were being squashed out of existence and disappeared like we were being ground into nothingness. We are the victims of society and its sworn enemies. Yep, King Hassan is the name I'm gonna always go with. And who can we blame for that? Huh? This is... What is this place? I have vague memories. What is this place called? What was the event? This is from the Pneumocine event, isn't it? This background. Yes, the Rail Zeppelin event is a better way to put it. Huh? This is... Yes, this is where you were born. Or maybe I should say it's where you never grew up. Nursery? No, I'm not Nursery Rhyme. I just transformed into someone you wouldn't want to have to fight. I'm actually Retribution. You're going to atone for all those people you killed. Oh gosh, is Jean the big bad of this interlude? I'm getting some, flashbacks to Apocrypha here. Are you going to run away from your sins? Are you going to refuse your just desserts? Stop it. Oh, no, I won't. You need to die for what you've done. It's your duty. Stop it. Stop it. Don't say things like that. You can't run away forever. You're a miniature hell that's been dropped into this world. So you need to accept your punishment and disappear. Poor Jack. So, Master, what I'm about to tell you might sound somewhat random, but I promise you it's relevant to our current situation. I'm not sure if you already know this, but just in case you don't, Jack the Ripper is an unusual case, even among servants. I mean, there's a lot of servants that need animation updates. I honestly can't even remember the last time an animation update was done for a servant. Outside of when a lot of servants had their NP animations changed to have a close-up of their faces, at least. But yes, Jack is a very unusual case. She is an amalgamate, essentially. She's basically more like an evil ghost than a person. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying that to be mean. But the fact is, in truth, she's an evil spirit born from the city of London itself. And Jack the Ripper is just the skin the spirit has chosen to wear. That... Amakusa. Dude. We know what Jack the Ripper is. Assassin Jack the Ripper is the embodiment of all of the dead... So, Assassin Jack the Ripper is the idea of what if Jack the Ripper was the vengeful spirits of all the aborted children of the prostitutes in the London streets. That is what Assassin Jack the Ripper is. It's a conceptual thing. More conceptual BS here, Amakusa. What's more, that particular trait is something wholly unique to her, at least as far as I know. Being an amalgamate? I mean... You know, that really does beg the question now. Now I'm thinking back. Could Jack have showed up in the Paper Moon event? Because, very technically speaking, Jack the Ripper, as far as a servant goes, could qualify for a lot of different classes, depending on which version of Jack the Ripper you are referring to. There is the Berserker Jack the Ripper, which is the embodiment of the mystery of anybody could be Jack the Ripper. There is Assassin Jack the Ripper, which is the embodiment of the evil spirits of all the dead children that were aborted by prostitutes, is Jack the Ripper. I'm sure there is plenty of other classes that could have Jack the Ripper as a servant. So would that not technically mean that Jack the Ripper could qualify for alter ego? I'd say Jack the Ripper qualifies for alter ego better than most, honestly. That would have been an excellent... Like, I'm still hung up... I'm obviously still hung up on the Paper Moon event. Obviously. But having some example with Jack would have been a lot more sensible than just throwing in, like, Giles / Bluebeard, I guess. You know? Just humble opinion here. Well, I've heard rumors that another criminal has been summoned among the Berserkers. I feel fairly confident in saying that our Jack is the only one who appears this young. I mean, you know, you could argue that Nursery Rhyme could qualify for the same conditions that Amakusa is saying, because Nursery Rhyme is literally just an amalgamation of various children's various children's stories given form. So, you know, Amakusa, we have a lot of weird servants in Chaldea. We have a lot of anomalies. It's the normal people that are probably stranger at this point. She is a nice girl. Jack is a good girl. Oh yes, absolutely. She may be brutal and merciless towards her enemies, but you could say the same of most any servant. If anything, it's extremely heartwarming to see her trying to enjoy life with such childlike wonder. But she's also a murderer, remember? Not gonna say anything about Paper Moon, since, you know, I'll start to rant. I need to do things this after stream. Yes, I will start to rant if Paper Moon starts to get brought up more. Hey, J6, welcome to the stream. Happy things. Yes, Midra is annoying. I suggest you stand back a bit, Master. Sorry for drawing my black keys so suddenly. If you don't mind my asking, who are you? Me? I suppose you could call me Miss London. I know she's killed people before, Miss London. Of course, it's right in her name after all. But you mustn't turn away from that fact either. Mesmer was the first time you used a spear. Mesmer I honestly didn't find too difficult. I know a lot of people found Mesmer to be difficult, but I mean, as I learned from Night Rain, the power of Bonk is still within me, because I used the power of Bonk liberally for quite a while in Shadow of the Erdtree. And in the original Elden Ring. It would seem you're not here to fight us then. I apologize for my earlier actions. Master, this is just my intuition speaking, but I think we should let her come with us. I think that's what she wants too. Sure, why not? Thank you. I'm glad we're able to reach an understanding so quickly. It's as you said, I would like to accompany you two. Is it a faith build, J6? It doesn't matter what I am, or why I am. Well, I'm sure it won't be straightforward to do so. Right now, I would ask that you only think of saving that child. Looks like we found an obstacle already. Once we're done with them, I hope you'll tell us more about what it is you want. Now then, shall we, Master? You're refusing the faith? For now, you're refusing it. For now. You will succumb to the faith build eventually, J6. Eventually. So for Midra, you were throwing pots whenever there was an opening and he isn't frosted, and you just poke him to bleed him. Was that for Midra or for Mesmer? Out of curiosity. I sort of assumed things there. Demon books. Demon books? Demon books? What kind of demon books are we dealing with here? The Necronomicon isn't demonic. I kind of need some clarification by what the game means here by demon books. You can't just say demon books and expect that to be that, you know? Alright, see you in a bit. Janice. Mesmer. Yeah, so I did also summon that horn scent for the Mesmer fight as well. Good lord, Amakusa, what is that pathetic damage numbers, man? You're buffed up. Why did Amakusa just hit like a wet noodle? I mean, I know this isn't a proper Amakusa, but still. I'd expect him to hit at least somewhat decently here. But, yeah, I did summon that horn scent dude for the Mesmer fight myself. Because of the fact that, you know, a lot of the fights in Shadow of the Erdtree seem to be somewhat soft saying, yeah, maybe you should use the summons because it'll advance story. That's kind of what I did, you know? But I can definitely see why Mesmer would be more difficult. But it sounds like you're having trouble with Midra then, J6? Any particular reason you're having difficulties with Midra, or just, you summoned Horn Sync because you want his weapon? Fair. Yeah, any particular reason you're having difficulties with Midra there? Or is it just the madness blast that he does randomly? Because those are annoying as frick. If memory serves, I need some more water. Really have been drinking a lot more water lately. Ever since the start of the month. My exercise routine kicked it up a notch. Been drinking a lot more water, which is good. It is good, you know, but time to mash and smash. Focus, big book. Proc Madness and Frenzy versus Laser Tactics Skill. Yeah, that's Midra. That's Midra for ya. Really, they need to balance. I mean, it's kind of late to balance him, but you're understanding my sentiment. Yes, well, you know, at the very least, it's a cool fight. I mean, it's not very often that you get to fight somebody who literally tears out their own spine to use as a weapon. It's really not that often that you encounter somebody that literally rips out their spine to use as a weapon, so I think that, with how metal that is, he gets a slight pass, you know? her being an annoying. Come on. Blast. Basically transition. I can't remember what he does when he switches space to, honestly. I really can't remember, because Midra fights were a while ago, honestly. I'm more traumatized by Promised Consort Radon than anything. More attempts than Radagon, damn. Guess he really is quite the tough fight, huh? Well, at least you got him done. Are you going to start progressing to Bale next? Okay, memories are flowing forth now. Much like how Midra's head went boom, my head is swelling with memories. Jack is one of London's many victims. Yes, that sounds right. She's a poor, pitiful being, fully deserving of our compassion. That's why it's no surprise she sought revenge. Hold on, that doesn't sound quite right. If someone had killed her, then her taking revenge on them would make perfect sense. Though, of course, if we happened to be there, both Master and I would try to stop her from doing so. But taking revenge on someone who didn't kill her makes no sense at all. That's just lashing out. True, but as someone whose name escapes me once said, victimhood can be used to legitimize any number of evils. That's the truth, isn't it? I didn't realize you could skip phase transition. I must admit that it's all too common for one to use one's position as a victim, or the appearance thereof, as a weapon. Though to be fair, you can also glitch out the Promised Consort phase transition if you do damage at just the right time, so not too surprising. That is the sort of line Jack is walking right now. Please, stop her before she crosses it. Alright, gotta stop Jackie from crossing a line. We're standing at the edge of an abyss. Somebody is whispering in our ear, telling us we'll feel much better if we just jump off. They say we deserve pity because we were murdered. Killed by our parents, our doctors, society, and by who knows what else. You can't always run away, you know. If you don't come clean with your sins, they'll just keep piling up. Shut up. We didn't do anything wrong. We only seek retribution. You're the ones who are punishing us after you went and made us like this. Yes, you may be right. In fact, you almost certainly are. But does that mean it's okay for you to kill others? Yes, it has to be. It has to be okay to get back at people. It has to be okay to take revenge. Okay, see, now I'm starting to get to the idea that the Assassin Jack we can see also has the capability to be an Avenger Jack. You know, just getting those vibes here. Once again, calling back to the whole alter ego thing. We're so... We'll kill you. Now, you mustn't go around killing like that. We hear a kind, clear voice. We turn around to see someone shrouded in hazy mist. And yet, for some reason, seeing them made us stop in our tracks. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. Just listen to me, okay? I know you've all been through a lot. It's more than anyone should have to bear. We could blame all living creatures for conspiring to make your lives miserable, and you wouldn't be wrong to do so. But if you use that as an excuse to hurt others, it will end up hurting all of you, too. It will? You're broken even now, but not in a sense that makes you dangerous or evil. But if you start hurting other people, if you start thinking it's right for you to do so, then one day you'll end up completely falling apart. Yeah, it's wild but sad and true. How can you tell? I'm not sure either, but you know I'm right, don't you? What's wrong? Aren't you gonna hate them back? That was a sound. Don't you remember how many of those doctors those doctors killed? I've not seen this sprite before. It looks like it could be a Salem sprite, though. So my memory might just be faltering, because Salem was a long time ago. You'll either get Edison because light bulb, or Tesla out of spite for Edison, is my guess, Janice. I'm getting more Salem vibes here. Don't you remember how those men made you never look... those men who made you never even looked twice at you? Okay, I'm definitely getting Salem now. Don't you remember how the living couldn't have cared less about you? It pisses us off. It's so infuriating. The more we think we have to shrug it off, the angrier we get. Whoever this person is, they're right. We didn't do anything wrong. So why should we? Why shouldn't we? That's not right either, Jack. Your anger, your frustrations, your regrets, they're fine as they are. Those are things all living beings need to reflect on. Just like how you can't stop to linger unless you've been constantly seeking something. Some things can't be seen unless you have regrets. And now, what you've been seeking is here. Huh? Jack! Time to go home from school. Mommy and Amakusa Shiro? Just love the rant. Oh, that's good. That was good. I don't know why that was good, but that was good. Now I see. Miss London, was it? Could you be London itself, just as your name suggests? Really, Amakusa? I never would have guessed that. Like, who that doesn't just skip through all this wouldn't have guessed that somebody named Miss London that is trying to help us help Jack, who is calling her one of her children, might be London itself. Who would have thunk it? So, since we have Tlaloc confirmed as a servant that was a city, we now have confirmation that London can be a city as well. Yes and no. Is that the same person we've been talking to here? Nonsensical though that may sound, it does look that way. She must have wanted to help you very much indeed. Okay. So there are more chirping songbirds here now, but that doesn't matter. You're not actually nursery rhyme, are you? Gasp! Amakusa. Truly, Amakusa is the greatest detective of all times. First deducing that somebody called Miss London was actually the embodiment of London, and now, after watching two complete strangers glorp into what is presumably a blob, and then re-glorp out as a nursery rhyme, he concludes that it's not actually nursery rhyme. Truly, Amakusa Shiro is the greatest detective of our time. She may be anyone and no one, but she would never transform into adults who have given up on their dreams. So that must mean you read Jack's memories and chose to look like someone who would make a good victim. Am I right? Well, that's amazing. It's like watching a great detective in action. I swear I've not seen this interlude before. What? I guess I have good intuition. Lamentably, I lack a certain gentleman's facility with the violin. But it doesn't matter that you figured me out. I'll still be a victim as long as I look like this. I'd be very interested to figure out what you truly are, but for now, I'll just settle for defeating you. Do you think you can beat her, Jack? But she's... It's okay, Jack. She's neither a victim nor a victimizer. Oh, yeah. Now we get it. We have to get out of here so you can leave too. Right, Mommy? Yes, that's very true. Not to mention the real nursery rhyme and your other friends would be very sad without you. Oh no, we don't like that. We don't want them to be sad. Right, so there's only one thing left to do. Yeah, you're right. Okay, we'll dismember her. The casual way she says we'll dismember someone. Gotta love it. Please do not be a caster. Please be a writer. Thank you for being a writer. Okay, so, Amakusa, cool story, glad to have you here, but you gotta go, now. Because it's time for the real star of this interlude to take center stage. Jack the Ripper. Should I Black Grail or Sumo? I'm Black Grailing. +1 to Tlalok. Tlalok is sitting at a 5-er. Okay, good. I was worried it might be a break bar fight, but thankfully it's not. And I get a freaking Brave Chain as well. Most excellent indeed. What's with the dots there, J6? What is with those random dots? Also, I need to make note that I want to go back and clip that little rant that I had about Amakusa Shiro being the greatest detective of our times. Because I feel like that's a bit short. Short rants are always good shorts, you know? So I'm gonna have to go back and maybe clip, or I'm just gonna have to remember to edit it later. Good gracious! Yeah, that's a wood chipper, alright. That was like being a wood chipper there. Aw, too bad. I was so sure my society would have been perfect if I just embodied you conceptually into it as an aggressor. Embedded. So who is this, then? Your society. Is this another side of London, then? Swordbender used isn't his spine, it's something he was stabbed. No, I'm pretty sure it's his spine. Or something. Because there's like bones that curl around to make the head. Or the handle. I could have swore it was his spine. Hang on, I'm looking this up. I could have swore that it was his spine, but maybe not. Okay, yeah. So the barbed spear went through his eye and replaced his spine. So the spear that he was stabbed with, that he pulls out to fight us, replaced his spine when he was stabbed with it. Now I see. How very unusual. I never would have thought the residual data from our combat simulations would gain consciousness and try to create its own society. Potato, potato, you get what I'm saying. It's both. Maybe you inadvertently copied a strange spell or two when you made this perfect recreation of London? Given how close this location is to the clock tower, I'm not surprised recreating it could lead to some oddities. I guess I'll have to choose the next place I recreate more carefully then. Alright, see you later, Miss Perpetual Victim. Bye-bye! This is so disappointing. Well, that's a relief. You are... I'm nobody, Jack. Though if I had to pick something, I'd say I'm London's consciousness. Conscience. Yeah. No matter how coarse human society systems may be, or how inferior its creativity, the fact remains that everyone has at least a little bit of a conscience in them. The same concept was present even in the society that nursery rhyme made. Hang on. I'm gonna see if I can't. So... let me see if I can't get this up. See if I can't find a reference, because I could have swore I had a reference to why it was a spine, but I need to focus on this. This still leaves a few questions unanswered, though. For example, why are you a woman? Why did you choose that particular personality? Well, is it because you're a mommy, even if you're not our mommy? You know, I like that interpretation. Yes, let's go with that. I'm someone you've dreamed about. Someone who loves and accepts you unconditionally, and who wouldn't hesitate to take a bullet for you, if necessary. Someone who, once upon a time, just might have been your master in a Holy Grail war. Oh, is this hang on, is this actually... I don't remember what she was wearing. Type Moon fandom. I honestly didn't put together that this might have been her. Reika Rikudo. I mean, she's dressed differently. Yeah, I'm looking at image. Definitely dressed differently, different hairstyle. So, what I'm getting here, though, is that they're laying the grounds. They're planting the seeds for the future. Talalak was the first city-turned-servant. So now, they planted the seeds of when they eventually turn the city of London into a servant. It's going to have a pseudo-servant body that takes over Rika. That's my prediction. You heard it here, folks. That is my prediction for when London eventually becomes a servant. Yes. Yes, I think that's just a lovely dream. Okay, now I've got to look that up. Does that just mean dream in German? Reverie, rather. Okay, I didn't have the accent above the A because I have no way of typing the accent above the A with my basic keyboard. Part you said is his spine is actually the flat of the blade where the belly was located. If you watch the starting animation of the midget fight, you can see his spine after he pulls the sword out. I'll have to rewatch that animation. So it is dreaming. So how is this pronounced? Can I do this into that? Come on, let me... I want to hear how this word is pronounced before I end this interlude. It's apparently also the name of a song. Troy Merai. Troy Merai. So the A with the accents U gives an oi sound. I'm never going to remember that, but it's good to know. So, Troy Merai. Okay. Now it's time to wake up from the simulation and go back home. Hey, I looked up an official translation that time. So, no butchering is being done that time. Will you be okay now, Jack? Yeah, we think we'll make do. Oh, good. It looks like our comms are back online. This seems as good a time as any to exit the simulation, then. Come on. Load
An
up.
interesting German word meaning dreaminess, or, being dreamy, or
Come on.
dreaming.
Give me the pronunciation. I do not need the
German,
definition.
It's pronounced as Poimarai. No. Poimarai. Poimarai is how you pronounce it.
Poimarai? What the frick? Where's the T in that pronunciation? No, I maybe it was just the accent. I don't know. I'm going with my pronunciation was correct. If anybody's German in chat or sees this video, you can comment and tell me if I'm wrong, and then I'll believe it. But until I'm told by somebody that actually speaks German, Troy Marai is the pronunciation I'm going with. Farewell, Miss London. Bye-bye. Goodbye, everyone. Oh my, what's wrong, Jack? Well, we're really glad we got to meet you. Maybe we still haven't met you yet, or maybe we already did. But now that we've met you, on second thought, never mind that part. We think we're gonna try a little harder. Goodbye, Mystery Lady. Goodbye, Jack the Ripper. May you be happy to your final breath. And you know what, actually? I do have some German ancestry in me. Yeah, that's right. I do have German ancestry in me, so it's fine if I say it properly, if I say it like that. Yeah, I think it's fine. Mommy, we're sorry for what happened today. It's okay, how you doing now? We're not sure. We don't really get humanity, and we don't really have any reason to work hard for them. We even think the world might be better off if they were gone. But right now, we're having fun. We're happy. Not to mention, if that mysterious lady is out there somewhere. No, even if she's gone now, and there's only traces of her left somewhere on this planet. We think we have to do the best we can. Let's do this together, okay? Yeah, let's. We promise we'll try really, really hard. So maybe we can still dream together, too. Okay, Mommy? I've not really spoken much French. The only French thing that I've somewhat spoken is what my middle name is. And if my middle name is butchered French, that's because that's how my family has been pronouncing it for generations. So, yeah. The bit's French. Okay, that's fair. When one person kills another, that person is indelibly marked with sin. In that sense, she has long been a grave sinner, and always will be. But you can also look at it this way. Now that those victims have all come together as a single entity in the form of Jack the Ripper, they've finally been given the right to dream. As she nods off by the young man's side, she can hear happy, peaceful music playing nearby. The kind of music that children dream about. You have German ancestry, great-great-grandmother, makes it diluted as hell, slightly European complexion. Ooh, that was good. Crackle pop. Yeah, my ancestry is a little weird, honestly. So what is this Jekyll interlude? Only one node. That's fine. Let's do this Jekyll one, or Hyde one, I guess. This should be interesting. Let's bring in... Who to bring in? I don't think it really matters. Excuse me, who I bring in, so... Let's just have Morgan here on the back line with the Black Grail, just in case I don't want to have to try and use Hyde. True. Very true. That mixed heritage is a very common thing for Western society. I'm feeling pretty good. I finally took control of Hyde at last. It's all thanks to you, I should say. Let me say thank you from my heart. I might finally be liberated from my own karma. Romani! Well, I don't know. You don't look like you're about to be liberated. Faux. Yeah, there's a blood stain on your shirt there, dude. Yes, let's see. Senpai, when he says he might be liberated, it might mean a liberation reaffirming violence. Don't you feel it can be taken that way? Actually, sorry I had you bring me all the way to London at the Fourth Singularity. I'm grateful to you guys. Ascension, was it? It was truly amazing. I'm impressed it could turn me, nothing more than a failed mage, into such a powerful servant. Besides, as you can see, I got a chance to come to London through the demonic fog still remains. My Chen Gong isn't even leveled up. Honestly, so. Since the Holy Grail was removed, London is currently correcting to its original era. But what brought you here? You just wanted to visit your homeland. Is that it? Sure, something like that. Mash, you're quite perceptive. Yes, I wanted to see my homeland firsthand. I'm glad you understand me. You're lovely, Miss Mash Chirolite. Are we about to have some problems here? Hyde. Are we about to have some problems? We're about to have some problems. No, I don't think so. He seems... He's losing it. Okay. I think I need to put him down just to get him his sanity back. I love you, London. Love you, Sky. Gas lamp. Gas lamp. Why is he specifically calling out gas lamps? As you see, his love spreads very wide, but it's exactly as we predicted beforehand. Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting when you're hyped up, but there's a bit of demonic fog left. You guys might hinder the phenomenon called correction of the era by being there. Yeah, who knows what'll happen. What might happen. Isn't it time for us to go back? Can I prepare the ray shift? I'm sorry, but will you wait just a little? There's a place I want to visit. I'm trying to find 67. Okay. I glanced right over him. You guys saw me once before, right? In this era, in this foggy city, seeking the fourth Holy Grail. You mean we saw you in your lifetime? Yes, you did help us a lot. Do you remember about when you saved London with us? Sure, mostly. Anyway, you know, I want to see for myself the apartment where I supposedly lived. Also, I'm just saying, I'm going to say, this is a very surprisingly long interlude here. What's going on? If possible, I wish to talk to myself in my lifetime, too. I get it, but you should know that Mr. Jekyll may no longer be there. This era is being corrected. He may have already returned to the time he's supposed to live in. Even if so, I still wish to visit. I still wish to visit. May I? If you could see him, would there be anything you should do? Face yourself, eh? Yes, I have something to tell him, that no matter what happens in the future, he can definitely overcome it. At least I overcame Hyde by killing myself, so I hope that I can just give my past self a piece of advice. It can even be something short like, be brave and face yourself. I know it's merely self-satisfaction. Whatever I say will probably be erased in the correction of the era. And yet, I wish to tell him. Well, if that's the case, is it okay? Is something like this okay? Of course it won't cause something like a time paradox, but... Foo! In terms of ethnicity, your ancestry is relatively simple. Probably. My ancestry is literally a melting pot. So, you came to me. I understand most of the situation. At any rate, it's good to see you guys again like this. Pleasure's ours. Saber and the heroic spirits are all gone. No, I'm fully aware of that. Me too. It's good to see you again, Mr. Henry Jekyll. I'm glad to know you're doing great. And, well, whom I see over there is your future self. Just think that way for now. I thought so. I take it you understood the basic gist at a glance? Okay, why didn't they... They could have very easily, like, done a quick flip here on one of these Jekylls so that it looked like they were facing each other. I mean, I know this is an early game interlude, but come on. That's lazy of them to just have them both sort of facing the same place. You know? In that case, I suppose you also know what I'm trying to do, Mr. Henry Jekyll. Surely. Ha. Like, can you die for me? Oh no, who would have ever saw this coming? Fall? What? What's going on there? He just jumped on Mr. Jekyll, didn't he? He did, Doctor. He tried to murder himself from his lifetime. That's right, I wish. No, you listen to me. I want to kill me, or Jekyll, who lived his goody-goody life from the day he was born. Honesty, trust, goodwill. I don't need any of that kind of crap. You hear me? I can't stand the fact that you exist. I'll kill you and I'll be the complete Hyde. I'm positive he's an anti-hero. Wait, he is, right? At any rate, we must stop him. Well, it's okay. I always wanted to fight seriously with him once. Mr. Jekyll? You want to kill yourself. Yeah, I think you're right here, J6. We're getting an Emmy situation. I'm not losing my mind, and I'm not a powerless human failure of a mage either. I'm a heroic spirit. I'm one of the lost servants materialized from the remains of demonic fog. I was summoned after you returned to Chaldea, and the living Jekyll returned to his original era. That's the story. What? Somehow I had a feeling that a thing like this could happen. So I was waiting right in this room, right after my living self returned to the original era. Two identical heroic spirits in the same place? Could this really happen? Oh, Hermione. I miss your surprise and ignorance. Wait a second, I see. Maybe his spirit has completely separated personalities. Damn, I did all this for nothing! Also, what is it with both of these interludes today being based off servants that would fit great in the alter ego class, based on what we know of the alter ego class? Right? Finally, I thought I could finally kill Jekyll. You should read Wells. Those books were published after we died. The rank system of heroic spirits may be something that transcends such a notion, but it's fine. Soul, Mash, can you fight with him against me? What do you mean? If he's like that, he could be dangerous to get along as your ally, right? So I think I should make him learn his lesson now. For the future. Makes sense. Doctor? Fine, you bastard. I'll be happy to play your game, even by myself. God damn it, I'm gonna take all my pent-up anger out on you. Senpai, what are we gonna do now? Just do the best we can. Yes, Master. Servant battle commencing. I mean, we are all our own worst enemies. Yeah, no offense here, Hyde. You have no freaking NP. You are completely useless as, like, the fact that this is his NP makes Jekyll one of the most useless servants in existence. Was he released before Extra CCC? Because that's when the concept of alter egos was released. Way back in the day. Excuse me. Really? I didn't think CCC was that. Oh, was that new? When was Extra CCC released? I thought that was on the PS Vita. I'm gonna look that up. 8 Extra CCC. No, that was released in 2011, you two. You guys are high! Fate Extra CCC was released in 2011. Well, I'm talking about the alter ego concept in general. That was in Fate Extra CCC with the Sakura 5. Remember? Sure, I mean, I never played or watched Extra CCC, but the point stands. Interlude complete. Woo! Okay, that was not a bad fight. Yeah, I guess. Your combat power is quite good, as I expected. Well done. Well, I'll be going now. I'm sure he learned what his limit was, after all. He learned nothing. I didn't even use him. Nothing will do you good to be overcome by Hyde. Don't forget your original purpose, myself. Are you gonna live a life that would shame Tatsumi? Think a little, and you'd have figured that out. Mash, Soul, give my regards to Saber and Fran if you see them. Goodbye. Is Jekyll shipping Mo and Fran? Servant Jekyll's gone. We got the results from the observation. It shows that his existence itself was unstable. The demonic fog remaining in London is not perfect either, so it wasn't a proper summoner materialization. He would have disappeared by himself sometime soon anyway, so, that killed the mood. I should probably leave it at that, too. That part of me looked happy when he disappeared. What the hell was that learning his limit? Oh my. Oh. Senpai, compared to before, he seems... obedient? Yes, he did learn how to be deadweight. Yes. I'll return to Chaldea. Pardon me for getting you in trouble, Master. It's true, I acknowledge that I'm also Hyde, but it wouldn't do any good if my thoughts became too hasty. It will... never mind. It will never allow me to achieve anything. Someday I will resume my control to battle Hyde myself. I am truly sorry, Master. Mash. I mean, Geronimo's an easy fix. Turn all of his one-turn buffs into three-turn buffs and give them added effects, you know? Maybe make the quick one a Star Bomb, the Arts one a Battery, the Buster one a Crit Star Gather buff, and a Charisma as well. Like, just make his buffs 3 turns long, reduce their cooldown. Did they do that with Geronimo? I honestly am not aware if they actually did any Geronimo buffs, so... I should take no more detour and start correcting the world now. I'll challenge myself to a rematch afterwards. Huh. I'm actually gonna look this up. When did they change? They changed his... That didn't... I'm looking at what they did. They did nothing. That's not a buff. Good gracious. Okay, I'm gonna stress myself out if I read that too much. Side grade indeed. So, dangerous game, so increased max HP and Buster effectiveness when he is Hyde. Cool? Question mark? Alright. So that'll be all the interludes I'm doing today, but that's not going to be all I'm doing today. First, I do need to do some cleanup as far as my stuff here. So, NP, do I have any... I did, I get Talalock. I have MP5 Talalock. Woo! Excuse me. Sweet. NP5 to Lawlock. And NP4 Cersei, aka the Wrong Witch. Alrighty. So now that that's done, everybody else I can... Did I see a 4-star there? I did. I already have NP5 Fran though, so... Oh, why? Okay, that's weird. Why is Dobranya so low down here? That's weird. MP2 Dobranya. Did I not move to Lawlock up? Yep, she is now. I should probably go through this more closely, because I'm almost positive I've not done that before. I'm almost positive that almost all the time the 4-star servants have been at the top here. Okay, I'm not seeing any other locked servants though, so I think I can safely burn everybody here. Yep, looks like it. Also, before I do that though, I want to check how many of the anniversary CEs did I obtain here? Why is the acquisition filter so weird? Am I filtering CEs by something? No. Oh, it's all the equipped CEs. Okay, never mind. And I can't filter, like, by that, so... Let's find... This is all on 7.5. I just need to find the first of each of them. Alright, so I see the first of this one. So, of the 3 stars, we got how many? So, 1, 3, 6, 8. We got 12 of the 3-star CEs. Oh wow, this actually makes everything easier. We got enough to max limit break the 5-star CE, and we got 3, 6, 7, 5 is 12, and we got... Oh, there's another one right down there. So, 14 of the 4-star CEs. Hot damn. Yes, I was very unlucky. I'm going to max limit break this one, though, just because it does need to be done. Even though I don't like either of those two. And then... Where were the other CEs? My eyes have gone blind. I did not get a 5-star spook during the Ash rolls. I did not get a 5-star spook. I did get some spook, but not a 5-star. Oh, I must have had another one locked up. Huh. I think Cersei and Talalak obviously came home. Those were the only 2 other servants that I got outside of the norm. 3, 4, and there we go. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna burn my CEs just yet, because I do want to feed the CEs to things, but I am going to burn servants. Oh, jeez. We've got embers that are gonna interrupt the drag and collect. Alright. There we go. And... Alright. Yeah, I did see your rolls as well, Janice. It's unfortunate that you didn't get Tyra, but at least, like you said, at least you ended up getting NP5 Summer Ushi. I'm gonna just really quickly, because I started this, I'm going to do this rank up quest for Salter, because I kind of have the spare AP to do so. Then I'm going to do the anniversary stuff. Then I'm going to level, and then I think is going to be stream calling, because while the Hyde interlude was not short, it was not long either. You know? $420 is a lot. We can bounce back to the rail front. Hopefully. I'm hoping I can bounce back before, you know, what, like a week and a half to 2 weeks for summer. I'm sure I'll be fine, right, guys? I'll be fine, right? I'm not gonna suffer for lack of stuff, am I? Does this have anything going? It does have good stars. Yep, rank up quests, they are not gonna be fun, but I need to do them. Every single one. Salter Smash. Oh, I don't plan to shoot myself in the foot. That does not, it's not, I've seen what gunshots are when they happen to feet, and they suck. I honestly don't know, it's like every 10 rank up quests or something gets you something, right? I don't know how many I've got total, so that is going to be kind of the hard counter to how much rewards I get from rank up quests. Because I've got as many of the advanced quests as I reasonably think I'm going to. Maybe as I do rank up quests, I'll find the solution to do some of the few remaining advanced quests I still have. Yeah, it's every 10 rank up quests, so it's not really going to be. Oh, I guess I get some quartz for these, so 2. And there is that mana burst boost. Yeah, I mean, I've got 79 rank up quests, and it said I need to do so 79 plus 67 is 146. So if it goes up all the way, which it probably should, so 146, so 70, so 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, so that is 8 more, so 80 quartz from rank up quests if I get through all of them. It's nice, but it's not going to be any game-changing numbers. I should also check my class signs to see if I can do anything there. But now that that rank up quest is done, I'm going to start with the Ash trial quest here. Class scores will not affect the NPCs. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, the squad should do. I'll keep the Black Grail on my Morgan, why not? You should be able to finish one branch. Possibly. Because, I mean... I'll check here. Alright. So, Ash, the Savior. Again, I'm so glad they clarified the name pronunciation, because otherwise I'd have been calling her Asic. I'm glad they clarified it's Ash, though. You want MP5 Yui? I have no idea what... honestly, I know nothing about the Samurai Remnant collaboration other than that it will happen. So, Ash the Savior is a Buster Caster. Buster effectiveness for 1 turn that increases with overcharge, invincible for 1 time for 1 turn. Reduces skill cooldown by 1 for skill 3. Its cooldown increases with overcharge for yourself. And in addition to all those buffs, deals special attack and against evil, which increases with the strength of the NP level. Decrease special attack. Is that a mistranslation? Is that supposed to be overcharge level, not noble NP level? Is that a mistranslation there? Because that's weird. 2 Buster, 2 Arts, 1 Quick is her card set. Territory Creation EX for A Arts buff. Item Construction C for debuff success rate. Magic Resistance B for debuff resist. Fey Eyes for incoming crit resistance for yourself. It's not a You don't think it's a mistranslation? If that's not a mistranslation, then that very much incentivizes wailing for Ashe here. Her first skill, Fairy from the Land of Rain A. 8 turn cooldown at level 6. I think that means that at level 7 is when it gets a turn cooldown, so that's either a 7 or 6 turn cooldown at max level. 3 turns of increased NP gauge generation for all allies, crit stars each turn, and increase NP gauge and strength for yourself. Ashe's NP here, where it deals special attack evil damage that increases with noble phantasm level. Is that supposed to say overcharge level, like everything else? But I mean, it says increases with overcharge earlier in her text, so that's weird. Second skill. Good gracious. Charisma of Adversity. Increase attack for 3 turns, with a slight attack increase when 99% or less, or 75% or less, or 50% or less, or 25% or less, and apply a state that grants crit stars at the end of each turn when HP is at 100, when all allies' HP is at 100%. I think I'll use that now. So those are conditional ones, okay. And her third skill, Last Resort A. It is a mistranslation? Okay. Cannot use at the start of the battle, requires 5 turns to change, increase NP gauge and NP strength for 3 turns, and apply guts to all allies. So that's a... So with double Koyan and the Atlas Mystic Code, this could theoretically be used right away. It kind of depends on how much of a battery it is, mind you, but... Guess we'll find out. Go with that. And let's see what Ashe's NP looks like. An AoE battery, damn. So double Koyan can really smack with her then. Also, this is her second ascension. I know what her first ascension looks like as well. Of her ascensions, I do think I prefer the first one. Because, I mean, you do technically in the stream that was with regards to Aniplex, we did get to see her final ascension. I honestly prefer the first ascension, though. Oh, come on. She's got that nerd aesthetic going on. You know? I don't know, I kind of like that. Ryneck. Alright, well, let's use the battery. Okay, that's not bad. And of course I didn't bring any charging servants here. So, I got a Brave Chain. No guts, no glory. Also, good lord, that is a long cooldown. You're only gonna get that off once. Unless you start chaining her frickin' NPs together. Acrobatic as fuck! Oh, so close. Ashe. So very close. We prefer the last because it's the Morgan we know from LB6, but her personality is pretty different with each ascension. I'm gonna have to definitely... Honestly, depending on how her personality is different, might change where Morgan ranks on the waifu ranking. Plus, given her final ascension is a swimsuit, I imagine that means she's going to have a big part in the summer event as well. So, her placement in the waifu rankings might change because of that too. But I mean, just appearance-wise, I do prefer First Ascension. Alright. Let's see what some of these memorial quests are about. There's a lot of them. Little Santa Altar. So this is Amakusa. And it's locking us to having to take one of them, but we don't actually have to use... I don't know if this is a break bar fight or not, so I'm gonna hope it is not. Ah yes, the great equalizer returns. Praise her, praise Long Shanta. The 4-star from Samurai Remnant collab is someone you want to MP5, but you don't want the SSR. I don't know who the SSR might be. Is this... Am I being punked here? I'm waiting for another shoe to drop here. Because this kind of feels like it's a trap. I'm gonna go into the trap, but kind of feels like one. So the 4-star is what you want. You don't like what they did with Ushigo's and Enke and Raiko. The SSR is connected at most. You know this is very simple. I wasn't a big fan of Ushigo's and what they did with her. Sprite and FGO made me really not want her. I honestly don't know. Again, I mean, I really should see about getting Samurai Remnant, but it's a Dynasty Warriors-esque game, and I really suffered with Extella Umbral Star and Extella Link. Like, I'm pretty sure you were there, J6, for when I was doing those streams. I struggled to get through them, you know? This is Death Jail Summer Escape, so I'm guessing Gugalana, perhaps? Doesn't matter who I bring. Alter, can't use Ishtar. Yeah, let's go with this. Just the mechanics. You're mostly lurking, not really watching or listening. Fair enough. Yeah, it was mainly the mechanics. Just, that kind of fighting game doesn't really do it for me. Like, I prefer more structured things. Yes, I do play the likes of, you know, Elden Ring and stuff, but it's more structured. It's not beat 1,000 enemies before you can do a big attack or anything like that. With very... I don't know. It was weird. I didn't care for it, personally. Base Ishtar here. What's the best way to do this? I think just blasting through Ishtar like this. And then save ND for next wave. Yeah. You'd say Samurai Remnant is more lenient. I mean, even still, it's just the gameplay style. Like, another Dynasty Warriors-esque game that I probably would have liked, but I didn't end up getting was a Fire Emblem game that was based... Oh gosh, of course that's... Damn it, Ishtar! Ishtar. Why do you do this? It was based on 3 houses. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, that's it. 3 hopes. I need to think. Morgan doesn't have Pierce invincibility here. Ishtar's an AoE, so she's gonna wipe field, so... Make me do this a turn early, Ishtar. Gosh. Ishtar has no respect. Absolutely no respect from Ishtar here. But then Morgan wouldn't get her NP. So, hear me out, guys. Hear me out. If I charged up Cass, then Morgan wouldn't get her NP. You know? Excuse me, and she's my DPS, so I kind of need Morgan to win. And look at that, Scotty survived anyways. So it's all fine. And another Saber face tagged in, so it's all fine. Oh. I mean, she's quick and buster with a star battery. You son of a... You do have break bar. This is annoying. All of the buffs are gonna disappear after this turn, too. Ugh. Making me friggin' use my MP. Dang it, Gugalana. Dang it. But that's not Salter, that's Walter. J6, it's Walter. Okay, that's fair. Wow, inflicting Morgan with a buster down. That's cruel and unusual. Yep, you've said as much before. Thou hast said as much before. And thine hatred is justified. If thou say it, vengeance shall be. Nice. Buff removal. Awesome. Great. Just what I wanted to see, game. Wow, Gugalana really did not like Morgan, did she? Or did he? Bleh. Gugalana really did not like Morgan there. Reason why all your Artorias is in second archetype. Fair. Completely fair, man. But, I mean, obviously I'm a Saba face enjoyer. And a Saba enjoyer. Probably not obsessive like some people can be, but you know. Hey, Zahak, welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. Happy things. And welcome back, Infinity Lord. Congrats on beating Dead Hazard. Only exception for your dislike for Sabas is Cass. What about Morgan? Because, I mean, when she's Ash, is she not technically a Saba? Boop. Saw Doc about yesterday with Loki, and okay, that's good. Good to hear that you got a green light from a doctor. Those kind of green lights are always the best kind of green lights, honestly. Alright. Let's just finish this, I think. No kill like overkill and all that. Ash and Tonelico were never her real names. Always Morgan. Those way names people given to her. Oh, the documentary. Duh. Brain fart. You saw the doc I mentioned yesterday. I was like, did he mention a doctor? Or was he talking to J6 maybe? I don't know. I'm just gonna play along with it. I get what you're saying. Now I understand. Yeah, I know that those are both her fake names and everything, but still, she's a save-a face. I mean, it could be argued that Castoria is not actually Artoria as well, so semantics it comes down to. 2020 Memorial Quest. What was this from? Guda Guda, Legend of the Imperial Capital Grail. I have no idea who might be the big bad for this one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something called a pro gamer move of bringing in all the DACA. All the DACA. Belongs to the event is okay, give it a C. I mean, C is not bad. Stories off of some Gimmitter and based off the Nelica War. You watch the other train knockdowns. I honestly do not remember who is the big bad of this Guda Guda, because sometimes the Guda Guda events just sort of blend in with each other, you know? So, who am I about to fight? I don't remember him. I don't remember who this looks like. Akechi Mitsuhide. FGO. Oh, it's the purple jacket wearing dude. Okay, I see him now. I see him now. 4 more advanced quests, doing 1 more since that's all you need for the next 9 Saint Quartz. You can do it, Infinity Lord. I believe. Alright, so 3 bars, a melt, and lots of Scotty buffing here. I feel pretty confident with my odds. I just need to hope I do not get hit with a buff removal, even once. True, thinking about it, that is very true, isn't it, J6? Most Guda Guda villains just become the evil god in the end. Okay, so, Mitsuhide, do not take my buffs. I can deal with the Buster Down. Buster Down is very much able to be dealt with. Yeah, combat training highlights gets a big middle finger from me. So, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say on that matter. I honestly have no idea how to do combat training highlights in any good manner. Like, maybe you need a truly, like, Omega stacked team to pull it off, which that's just, it's one of the advanced quests, J6. It's the one where every time you do an NP, it cycles through all the servant classes, and until, like, the extra class servants are replaced with BB at the end. But all these servants also have, like, resistance to NP and whatever. It's so annoying. You beat every advanced quest. Oh, that one. You didn't find it difficult. What did you do then? share your secrets with the class, J6. Because I'm pretty sure myself, Infinity Lord, and Janice are all struggling on that one. Alright, that was an easy memorial quest battle. Another ticket. I'm gonna do this memorial quest this stream, and then the others on the Monday stream, I think, just because this one gives me another outfit. What was this one for? Las Vegas champion match. And cancer. I don't know who this could be. I truly do not know who I could be up against here, just because of the sheer variety of classes. Oi needs to be... Okay, I'm glad I checked that, so I need Oi as a starting member. No. Okay, you're giving me a completely special thing. So... Why that Castoria does not have a CE on them, I don't know. So support Oi is level 80, NP3, 888. My Oi is level 80, 666, but NP5. So we'll go with mine. And then double Cass. Castoria. And I think I'm going to just have background overwhelming power at the ready here. So give me the Scotty and the Waver. Waver. Where are you, Waver? There you are. Waver was trying to get out of some job. Yep, clean up inventory and stuff. I recall. I do recall. Now, I'm gonna give you Sumo, and kind of feel like that's all I really need to go with here. You know, I'm gonna throw Fragment of 2030 out here. And I'm gonna do that as well, just in case I decide I want to swap around Oi with Morgan. Because I don't remember what is going to be in this. Truly do not. So, we'll find out.
ラスベガス水着剣豪七色勝負実手師闘竜葛飾北斎ファントムシーフセレブ水着ミストレスシーハイ正体不明てるてる水着メジェドいざ尋常に
So a 2v1. Okay. Why was Moon Cancer? Mind you, you're very patient. True, you are very patient. None of us, though, J6, I think we can all agree, none of us are as patient as the legend that managed to go and beat the very first time you can fight ORT in LB7. None of us are that patient. That player has the patience of a saint. Can you guys not target Cass, please? That's being kind of mean. I'm just trying to think if that's a good idea or if I should just switch Morgan in right now. I think I'm gonna just switch Morgan in now. Not an ideal setup for Morgan shenanigans, but it's better than nothing. Beep. I mean, the ones where you can lose, I check in advance and play to make it lose as quickly as possible. Fair. Good. Morgan wiped him. Only issue now is I only have 50% charge for whatever is about to come in. It's a break bar, so that's fine. Medjet power. Resistance to all attacks. That's annoying. That is quite annoying. I do not know how much that resistance is. I guess I'm about to find out. Pretty decent resistance. Why do all the enemy servants always seem to want to beat on poor Morgan? She's been beat up enough in her life. Trying to think best method. Oh, attack here. It's gonna invince upon Morgan. Just keep her alive an extra turn. I think we gotta go a mighty chain for the maximized damage. Also recall using Morgan to slowly target down every enemy with crit damage in combat training highlights advanced quest. Good to know. Solid advice there. Okay, I was worried there about the NP, but now I'm worried that as soon as I break the bar, we're gonna see an NP, so... Safety here. Safety cast NP. Good. Bar break. Really have MP, not crit with this. Also remember some of the advanced quests I was crazy enough to try to solve them with varying amounts of success. I mean, J6, I'm pretty sure crazy is just in your name at this point, so that's not too unusual for you to say you did something crazy with regards to advanced quests. Okay. Break through Morgan. Let's get one of here. It's mild, not too bad at least. I feel like we're close to being able to do another NP in a row. I don't remember how close past we are on cooldown. It's also going to come down to if Morgan can survive. Okay, yeah, we got another NP. I mean, I imagine there are some advanced quests that can be solo. You'd have to have a lot of patience, which you very clearly have in spades, but I don't have that kind of patience. I think I got another NP if I need it, but I shouldn't. Yeah, I should not need another NP. Hey, nothing wrong with wanting to bully the enemies more. You know, I don't need to NP here, but there's no kill quite like overkill, you know? There's no kill quite like overkill. Yep, I mean, that's what I do with the one CCC fight. Also, I think that's the most up arrows I've ever seen on overcharge effect for an NP. That just appear in Castoria's NP there. It's kind of funny. Had to have, what, 3 overcharge boosts? Alright, that wasn't bad at all. Okay, so now I need to do is I need to claim these portrait tickets. So that's going to be in the shop. Event exchange. Alright, so portrait tickets. Areshka Gold. Definitely getting one of those. Other one, though, was going to be who? Calm Avenger, I think it might have been. I'm pretty sure it was Calm Avenger because I don't believe Mesh had one here. Yeah, I did want to get Janta, but... Yep, Calm Avenger. Calm Avenger. Calm Avenger. Calm Avenger. Calm Avenger. Calm Avenger. Woo. Right. So that's the portraits taken. I'll claim them now. So I can get some close-up looks here. So this looks like a Vegas sort of outfit. Possibly. I mean, it says festival, so I don't know what kind of festival would be associated, and I could very well be wrong, but still. And a Reshkagel. I see a giant pretzel, but that tells me nothing. Okay. So, with that all done, it is time to level up a servant. So to the enhance screen. And before that, who do I have in the wardrobe? I got a coat on? Huh. I'm kind of low on those scales, so I'm going to leave that for now. Rush is Oktoberfest. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't like Oktoberfest. So, I'm going to... I was working my way this way, it looks like. Do that one. And that one. Okay. Good. So, I'm working towards getting one branch completely done. Unless you would call that one branch done. Because where I live has a festival for Oktoberfest. And when I was in high school on my soccer team, just as a fundraising thing, the team was volunteered to every night. So for all 4 years, this was the thing. For after the day's festivities were done, so like at 1 in the morning, drive out to the fairgrounds and clean the whole park. For 4 years, 2 nights, cleaning up after an Oktoberfest thing. I was a teenager, so, you know, it probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, considering there was half-drank beer everywhere, but the amount of disgusting filth, good lord. That's all I'm gonna say on the matter. I have no good memories of that time. Do I have any foes in bank? I have 5-star foes. I should probably do those real quick. I was working on a Jalter here. No, I was not working on a Jalter, was I? I was working on an Achan. Achan. Where, oh, where is Achan? Yes, it is. I won't deny it. But I still hate it. I mean, it's kind of the same reason why I hate what that last big event in FGO was standing for. Because of negative past experiences. Right, I need to take out some foes. I need 20 of each. So I need the standing foes. Boop. Alright. So, at the top of the level up order document is Duryodhana. Duryodhana, welcome down. You are the next contestant on Level That Servant. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Yeah, he was locked. Drag and drop. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. The soccer season was done whenever October ran around. So, I know. To be fair, it also was not called Oktoberfest where I live. It was called something else entirely, but I'm not going to say what it was called, because if I say what it was called, then you guys could probably Google it, and then you could narrow down where I live. And I don't want you guys to narrow down where I live. Okay, Duryat Hana is tired of leveling up here. I think... Should I stop leveling him up, then? Or is he being soon about this? Do I have any 4-star embers? I do. I can take all of that out. 7. Duryat Hana. Alright. Let's see how fast he gets leveled up here. I don't think he has any interludes or rank-up quests that is going to add to my pile of things to do, at least. He's tired of you giving the same type of embers. Okay, now he's saying he loves people who are dedicated to him. So now he's happy. Okay, now he's happy. Ascension. I gotta say I like his second ascension better than his first. This is my invincible armor. But even this has one weakness, and that is... It really hurts when I get hit somewhere the armor isn't covering. You know? Why aren't I in full body armor? I was gonna make a comment about, that's invincible armor, huh? What if somebody, you know, stabs you in the throat? But looks like they said it for me. Club Technique A has been unlocked. 3 turns, Arps buff, crit strength for 3 turns, and a crit star bomb. Or bonk his head. I mean, yeah, that's a little less violent than what I was saying, I guess. Bring it on. He's enjoying this. The question now is, how far through his stuff am I going to get? Hey now, you know, I'm famously rich. Do you think it's acceptable not to change my outfit? Don't be stingy. Dude, I am literally feeding you stuff right now. Also, I did just complete an extra quest for ascending 90 berserkers. I think that might be some more quartz, maybe. As might be the 1800 total level berserkers, which I should reach. If that's some more quartz, I'm gonna be happy. Please let it be more quartz. Please. Alright, skill 3 unlock. Okay. You know? Seems like my true form is finally out in the open. I am the most noble, brilliant prince of them all. That's me, the great Duryat Hana. What do you think? It was cool acting like the unpretentious big brother and still being the strongest soldier. But showing off this side is cool too, right? I gotta say, I like his third ascension best. He's got some drip. His third ascension gets some thumbs up for me. I honestly didn't realize he had longer hair until you said something, by the way, Janice. Truly did not, but yeah. I approve of his third ascension. He looks pretty cool like this. However, his personality is not changing despite saying he was changing. So, sadness there. Alright. So, also his club has been changing as well, I'm realizing. Interesting. Very interesting. It looks like it's made of fire now. Alright. Oh, I'm not gonna hit 1800, am I? Damn it. Sure. Doesn't hurt. doesn't hurt, you know? Can't promise I'm gonna read it all right away, mind you, but let me tell you something. I love anyone who's useful to me. I never imagined you'd offer me so much. Well done. You did good. You're impressive. And now that I've regained my ultimate strength, no foe can stand in my way. And now you and I will push forward as far as we can go to get what we want. In other words, it'll be war. 3 quartz. I'm happy with 3 free quartz. 3 quartz is nice. How many quartz can I get when I level up as many servants as I possibly can? Interesting thought process, me. How many quartz could I get if I just kept leveling and 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 leveling, leveling and leveling, 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 level, 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 level. Dryad Hana, where is he? There he is. Alright, let's see how high. Can I get his skills to 666? Like everyone else, or is he going to be shut down early on? Okay, 555 is looking good. Here's the moment of truth. And we are golden. I mean, it's right there along with most of my other servants. Only the servants I use a lot, or that are great supports, tend to get 10, 10, 10. And I don't really have the quartz to, or not the quartz, the QP to 10, 10, 10 anybody else at this current moment in time either, so yeah. Alright, looks like Dryad Hana is going to successfully be a 666. Very, very nice. And you know what? I'm feeling a little generous today. This is totally not for motivation to get more quartz for me or anything, but since the next servant is a 3-star, I think I'm justified in, leveling up a 3-star servant here as well. You know, it won't take as long as a higher rarity servant. This is totally not because it might get me more rank up quests or anything. Totally unselfish reasons for this. Oh gosh, where is the 20,000? 10, 10, 5, 5, 5, 5. Add a section in the document for skill level. That would be, because that's a flex more than anything. Having the 1300 plus blue apple saplings is just a flex, because they don't take up space or anything. Or rather, they will never expire, so. Boudica, you're the next contestant on Level That Servant. So yeah, I'm gonna level up Boudica here real quick. Nope, they won't. They have no expiration date on them. Receipt period, no time limit. So yeah, they're fine to sit there. Alright, so, gosh, that's very easy. Yeah, I'm gonna boost Boudica here, just so, for completely altruistic reasons, not because more potential for quartz. Completely altruistic reasons. Good luck reading all that. Well, like I said, it's gonna probably take some time. Ascension 2, honestly, I like this better than Ascension 1. So this is what you were interested in. Battle Continuation A and an Interlude unlocked. Who would have guessed that an Interlude would be unlocked? I wouldn't have guessed. Man, that's such a surprise that I just unlocked an Interlude right there. Very surprising. I wasn't expecting that at all. Yep, not expecting that at all. Let's do another ascension. I'm sure nothing will happen from this one either. Is this a blessing from the Celtic gods? Pure Prism. Yeah, I mean, again, it seems the level up dialogue is also pretty swiftly going through here. So, I just feel further justified in doing this. Final Ascension. Honestly, that's probably the best of them all. How is it? Does it suit me? I actually like that quite a lot. Big fluffy cape mantle thing is pretty cool. Also, long hair works with her. Long hair Boudica works. And the final ascension is... Dun dun. A wholesome final ascension? I love the blue sky. It's so calming and beautiful. You wanna gaze at it with me? And a rank up quest. Who would have guessed that I would have gotten a rank up quest as well? Man, you know, maybe there's something to leveling up all my servants. You did another advanced quest and it was easy to Lalak destroyed them. Which advanced quest was it? Out of curiosity, Infinity Lord. Which advanced quest was it? Alright, I'm gonna claim... So, I'm gonna claim stuff real quick. Weekly is some fragments. Aww. I just got rare prisms and some more foes. I don't need more foes. I really don't need more foes right now, game. I need quartz. I mean, I level up by committee, you know? I level up by committee. If this is giving you guys ways to level up my servant, or to influence what servants I level up, is a way to get engagement. I mean, remember the war that was waged over getting servants high and keeping them low? The epic battles, the struggles, the tears that were waged over keeping some servants low while others fought to get them high. Draco, to be specific. Alright, looks like I'm not going to be able to 666 Boudica. Either her interlude or her rank up quest is where her third skill is locked behind. But that's fine, I guess. So, in between streams here, I am going to be working through some of the rank up quests. What I'm probably gonna do is I'm going to get some of them done to their last. Okay, I'm still debating if I'm gonna get some of them to their last step, and then if I do that, then stream them, or I'm going to do them off stream and make a record for which ones I did. I'm not sure which I'm gonna do right now, but one of those two is what I'm gonna do. So, but that's the future me's concerns. For the present me, I'm gonna start calling this here. So, I've been Soulrack Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same games. There's plenty of content for all to enjoy. Like this video if you're watching this on YouTube. Comment on it if you want anything to say. Subscribe to the channel so that you can catch when I put out more. Follow on Twitch. Join the Discord. It should be in the link below in the description of the YouTube video. Still TBA on when that's going to show up below in Twitch. But that's for the future. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.